Viking Preparedness. I'm Pastor Joe Fox. Hey, I just got a new thing, a knife, and I want to show it to you and talk to you about it a little bit. I would be outside filming this, but it's thunderstorming, and so we're inside right now. It's kind of echoey. But here's the knife. It is called a Bushcraft Parang machete, or machete Parang. It's made by Condor, and I bought it. They didn't send it to me for a review, but the reason I'm showing it to you is because I really like it so far. Again, it's made by Condor Tool and Knife, and it's called the Bushcraft Machete Parang, or Parang Machete, one of those two. You can Google it. I think I got this for about $50, and again, I'm really well pleased with it. It has a I'm going to hold it this way because this baby came razor sharp and I've only used it a little bit. It has a full tang. It comes all the way back. I looked it up online and somebody took one of their handles apart, and so this tang comes all the way to the back here, which is good. It's made out of really thick steel. The literature says it's 4.5 millimeters, so like half of a 9 millimeter. You know, it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. It's stiff. It's made out of carbon steel. It has a grind on it, just like they grind their parangs in Malaysia and in Indonesia, that part of the world. It has the type of head that I really like right here. I like this shape on parangs. I don't own one. I didn't own one until I bought this. This is made in El Salvador. I found the company through a friend of mine named Pilgrim, who showed me a knife that he got made by Condor that was really inexpensive. And I cannot remember what knife it was, but I remember looking at it and going, well, this is a really good knife for not a whole lot of money. Now, the finish is not beautiful. It's real, you know, that's what I say. And I really like the way, I'll back up a little bit, this knife works in the hand, because this is really how you're supposed to use one of these, with a motion like that. The sweet spot on this one is about right here. And I was outside trimming on a pear tree that had they were water sprouts, so they weren't very heavy. I haven't done a whole lot of heavy chopping with this yet, but I can tell you, because I've used a lot of knives before, that this one will do some serious chopping. You can also chop and then baton by hitting on the top of here with a piece of wood or something like that. It's about this big, right there, so it's fairly long, and it's a little heavy. It's not quite 2 pounds. But you know, so maybe a rucksack knife, and definitely a knife to keep in your car or truck. Probably not a blade that I would run around all day with. You know, let's talk about that. This is the sheath that it came with, and it's okay. It's not a great sheath. The knife goes in what you kind of think of as backwards. So the knife goes in like that, and you can see here it doesn't quite fit all the way in, and when it's seated up here, so that's a bad thing. It has this little Velcro closure. I guess that's okay, you know, whatever, it's Velcro. The one cool thing about this sheath, it has a pocket right here with a snap on it that you could stick a steel in, or, you know, sharpening steel, or a file, or a carborundum stone, something like that. The material feels good. It feels solid. It's sewn and riveted, which is good. The one thing I don't like, other than this little gap right here, is this belt loop. It's weak, man. I mean, it's like, that's how big the belt loop is, you know? That's crazy. This thing needs a belt loop about like that, and probably at an angle, so that you could wear it like, you know, like this on your belt for a cross draw kind of thing. So the belt loop is not good enough. I have a friend who works in Kydex, and I'm probably going to get with him and see what he'd charge me to make me a Kydex sheath for this. I realize a Kydex sheath would be louder. You know, when you're walking through the woods, if you're going in stealth mode or something, you know, you want to do your little Rambo thing and sneak up on somebody. Kydex is kind of loud, and this is quiet, but, you know, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be using this blade. So, it's made by Condor Tool and Knife. And I'm pleased with it. I think you would be pleased with it if you're looking for a big parang, and you know, if you know any kind of fighting stuff, it feels pretty good. A little bit heavy in the hand, you know, as opposed to a rattan stick or something, but man, this baby's sweet. So, Condor Tool and Knife They didn't pay me for this. They didn't send me the blade for free. I bought it. I'm just sharing it with you. All right, I'll see you out there.